Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, especially to the types of government series. In this video, we will going to discuss the presidential system of government. If you haven't seen my previous videos, please visit that and come back to here. Now let us begin. Let me ask a question. What is presidential system? The answer is a presidential system is a democratic and republican system of government where the head of the government leads an executive, which will be completely separate from the legislative branch of the government. In this form of the government, the head of the state and the head of the governments are one and the same. And another important fact about the presidential system is that in presidential form of government, the head of the government, that is the president, is not the member of the legislature. So it is not easy to remove him from power. He can be impeached. The process of removing the president in presidential form of government is known as impeachment. He can be impeached, which is a very difficult process for very serious offenses only. For the better understanding of presidential form of government, let us discuss the features of presidential form of government here. In a full-fledged presidential system, a politician is chosen directly by the people or indirectly by the winning party to be the head of the government. Except Belarus and Kazakhstan, the head of the government is also the head of the state and is therefore called as president. The post of the prime minister may also exist, but unlike in the semi-presidential or parliamentary system, the prime minister answers to the president and not to the legislature. And another important feature of presidential form of government is separation of power. As we know, in presidential form of government, the powers are separated between the three organs of the government, that is legislature and executive and judiciary. Unlike the parliamentary form of government, the division of the power or the separation of power in presidential form of government is very much known and very much clear. Despite of having a clear-cut separation of power in the presidential form of government, there exists a mechanism to control the abnormal behavior of one organ of the government by another organ of the government. For example, if the legislature passes a law which is not at all popular, not at all people-centric, then president can veto it. If president makes an appointment and that is not democratic or which is undemocratic, then the legislature of the country can stop the executive from implementing it. Another feature of presidential form of government is the fixed tenure. In presidential form of government, the president has fixed term of office. For example, in America, president has 4 years. But in parliamentary form of government, the head of the government, that happens to be the prime minister, he do not have any fixed term. He enjoys the power only during the pleasure of the parliament, only during he has the majority support in the parliament. When he loses that majority support, he bound to resign from his position. But in presidential form of government, it is not possible. Once he is elected to the office, then he will continue in the office until his terms expires. In presidential form of government, the executive alone is directly elected and other members of his cabinets are appointed by him, and they need not to be the members of legislature as well. They enjoy the power until the president remains in office. In presidential form of government, the president is provided with some judicial power as well. Now let us discuss the advantages of presidential form of government. In presidential system, the president is directly elected. This makes the president's power more legitimate than that of a leader who is indirectly elected. However, in all presidential form of government, the president is not directly elected. In most presidential countries such as the Nigeria and Ghana, the president is directly elected by the popular vote. Although some countries such as United States use the electoral college, which itself is directly elected, but the president is not directly elected. By this method, the president receives the personal mandate to lead the country. But in a parliamentary form of government, only a candidate might receive a personal mandate to represent his constituency. Another advantage of presidential system is effective checks and balance. In presidential system, the separation of executive from legislature is strict. Each branch scrutinizes the action of other, but in parliamentary system, the executive is drawn from the legislature, making criticism of one by another considerably less likely. So, according to the supporters of presidential system, the lack of checks and balances means the misconduct by the prime minister may never be discovered. Some supporters of the presidential system claims that the presidential system can respond more rapidly to emerging situations than the parliamentary ones. A prime minister, while taking decisions, need the satisfaction of the legislature. But in presidential system, since the separation of power is very sharp, the president can act very quickly. According to the supporters of the presidential system is more stable than parliamentary form of government. In parliamentary form of government, the prime minister enjoys the office till he have the pleasure or the satisfaction or the supports of the legislatures. But when it comes to the presidential form of government, he need not to have any kind of pleasure or the support of the legislatures. In parliamentary form of government, the prime minister can lose his power overnight, but in presidential system, until an impeachment process take place, the head of the government will not be removed that much easily. It also noteworthy that if the parliamentary system has the multi-party system, then it will very difficult for a person or for a party to remain in power for long, because whenever the coalition might be get changed and the prime minister also get changed. Now let us examine the disadvantages of presidential system. Some political scientists and some political thinkers are with a opinion that in parliamentary form of government, prime minister without majority support must form a coalition, or in case he has majority support in the legislature, he must always try to convince the members of legislature for each and every his decisions. But in presidential form of government, if the head of the government is once elected for power, then he need not to convince the members of legislature forever. And also he need not to have any fear of losing the confidence in the legislature. Even if the legislatures or the members of the legislature don't like him, they have to pass impeachment process to remove him from the power, which is very difficult process. When the president, legislature and the judiciary is in a deadlock and they are disagreeing with a matter and the government is not working properly or effectively, there is a strong incentive to use extra constitutional measures to break the deadlock. Of three common branches of the government, the executive or the president is in the best position to use extra constitutional measures, especially when the president is head of the state, head of the government, and also the commander in chief of the military. That is why it is said that the presidential form of government can turn very quickly to the authoritarianism. But it is not possible in the parliamentary form of government. Why? Because in parliamentary form of government, just like the presidential form of government, the executive will be in a best position to use the extra constitutional measure to break the deadlock. But when it comes to parliamentary form of government, there is two executives. One is real executive, another one is nominal executive. One will be the head of the state and another one will be head of the government. So one can balance in executive itself, one can balance the activities or authoritarian tendency of another executive. And another disadvantage of presidential form of government is that there could be a rising political gridlock. As we know, in presidential form of government, the legislature and executive is completely different, and there exists a clear-cut separation of power between these two organs of the government. And elections also conducted in a different time. If the legislatures get majority of legislature from a different party to which the president is not a member, then starts the game of the naming and blaming. Then the president will blame the legislature for its failure, then the legislature will blame the president for its failure. And also there is a possibility that president will intentionally make the legislature to fail, and he will stop the initiatives of the legislature, and legislature will also try to stop the president's success. In presidential form of government, it is very difficult to remove a president from his office before the expiry of his tenure. If the president is becoming so much unpopular and he is not at all people centric, or if he is not effective person to hold that office, he cannot be removed that much easily by the legislatures. They have to pass a process called impeachment, which is very difficult to get passed. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you really liked my video, please give me thumbs up. If you want to add anything to it, please write it down in the comment section. I will write it down in my description along with your name. Thank you so much.